Alright, hey YouTube, going to show you my EDC system here. This is going to be gear that I'll have on me every day for the most part. First up, this is a flip side wallet. This one's pretty beat up because I've had this one for upwards of 5 years. I went ahead and I placed this reflective tape, DOT safety tape on both sides. As you can see, white and then red. Just for emergency signaling if I'm in a bad situation. I can also have a pre-planned signaling method where red will mean something and then white means something else. So just, rather than just have a blank wallet, it looks maybe a little silly, but makes it a little bit more useful. And then it opens up. I'm going to try not to show all my info here, but has several compartments on the inside. It's RFID proof, so it'll protect against people trying to steal your info. Have a little chip out of the side here because it's pretty old. I might upgrade, get a new one soon. But that is my wallet, flip side wallet, one of my favorites, very low profile. My lighter, I don't smoke or anything, but I think it's a good idea to have a way to start fire on you at all times. This is a JP what's it called? Windmill, I believe it's called, jet lighter. Pretty effective, windproof. I put a little Exotac lanyard here, has some fire tinder on the inside, and then I put this little Ranger band on it just to add grip, and then also I can use this as a makeshift fire starter as well with the flame. So that is my means of starting fire. Fits in the pocket easily, kind of disappears, you won't even know it's there. Next, my knife. So this is my current knife I'm carrying. This is the Civivi Elementum. This is in their S35V in steel. And the reason I got this is because I do like the S35V in steel, and this came in at about 70 bucks. So not super expensive. I put the little Exotac lanyard on the back as well for additional fire tinder and visibility. Hollow grind, so it is pretty good at slicing, and it is the liner lock and flipper. So it's pretty smooth action, and this is the blade I go to when I'm just doing everyday stuff, opening packages, cutting, whatnot. I'll show you in a second. I have an additional blade, but this is my primary blade when I'm doing stuff that I need a knife for. Next, pen. This is the Big Idea Design Tie Pocket Pro. This is their auto adjusting pen, so it can fit a host of different pen inserts. This is the one that came with the pen, and you just twist to access the pen. Put the little reflective tape on it just in case I drop it. Don't want to lose it at nighttime. Very lightweight, low profile, and it writes very smoothly. So huge fan of this pen. That is my pen that I carry every day. And then also regularly I find myself needing a permanent marker, so I go ahead and carry one as well. Put the reflective tape on the cap and the body, as well as some Gorilla tape and some electrical tape. So it just only adds a little bit of width to it, but adds functionality as well. So obviously Gorilla tape is good for a lot of stuff, same as electrical tape. So it's good to have that on you. Next is my flashlight. So this is an Olight Warrior Mini. Put a little orange lanyard on it. It came with a little ring that you can put your finger in to help retain the flashlight if you're using it. But I found that I can just do that just as easily with the lanyard. This is the micro cord, so it's a 100-pound breaking strength, high visibility, as well as the reflective tape on the end as well. It has a lockout, which I find pretty useful. And it is pretty bright, so it's got the 2-click tail caps, so bright and then very bright, and then if you momentarily tap, it keeps it on that setting. So pretty lightweight, has the 2-way pocket clip, which I like, and the ability to lock out. So this is my everyday carry pin or flashlight, and then obviously you can charge it using the Olight magnetic charging base. So that is my EDC flashlight. Next, this is a recent purchase of mine. This is the Victorinox MX Spirit MX Multitool. I have a variety of Leathermans, which I like a lot. I went with this one because it just feels really good in the hand. It's very thin. Doesn't feel heavy. It disappears in the pocket. The pin or the pocket clip is very solid. It comes with a blade. So this is, I guess, my secondary blade, as this is my primary. And it has the one-handed opening capability as well as the ability to lock. So that's why I'm a huge fan of this Multitool. It's got all the tools that I found to be most useful in a multi-tool. So got a good pair of scissors, which locks. I do like the fact that it has a file, which is pretty useful, pretty aggressive. Can be used for sharpening knives or, you know, whatever you need a file for. And then a wood saw, which got a spine for striking ferro rods. Pretty decent wood saw, as well as, I'll show you one of my other favorites here. This is just a combination of like a scraper, and then it's got the right angle in there, so you could use this to open packages, as well as I guess a large screwdriver if you need that, flathead screwdriver. So just a lot of usefulness in this tool, and it is relatively lightweight. I believe it's around 7 ounces, and it disappears in the pocket. So I do like having a multi-tool on me at all times. And then lastly, we'll get into my key ring here. So kind of a lot of stuff going on, but this is my key ring. I usually keep this on the outside and I clip it to my one of my belt loops. We'll go through each component. So this is I forget the name of this, but I actually carry this all the time. Rescue Me. So this is basically just a seatbelt cutter as well as a window breaker. So you would basically depress that little spring-loaded, it's got a spring-loaded punch in there into the glass of a window. It'll shatter a car window. The idea being, if you're trapped in your car and you need to get out and the door is jammed for whatever reason, you got to crawl out the window, you can cut your seatbelt in, bust out the window. And I've actually used this several times on car windows, and it works very well. Not because I was trapped, but just for work-related reasons. And then next, I have this little orbit key keeper. Kind of keeps the keys from banging around. I'm not going to show the keys just because of security reasons, but keeps them nice and low profile and keeps them from making too much noise. I also have this, go ahead and take this off here. This is an InCharge X. So it's basically a charging cord that has multiple different possibilities. So this is a USB to a Lightning, but you can also go to a USB-C, and then you can go from a USB-C to a USB-C. So depending on what outlet you're using, gives you a host of different capabilities, and it's magnetic, and it does have this little cap that you can put on to keep it all together. So I'll go ahead and just leave that off for now. Next, I have a little O-light. This is there, as you can see, the IR2 Pro, rechargeable using a USB-C, and it's just a little keychain light that actually lasts a decent amount of time. I like the functionality, the different modes, so low and then high. So good to have redundancy with lighting, along with my O-light. Actually, they're both O-lights. But and then lastly, this is my keychain survival kit. So as I showed you in a previous video, I'll post that at the top. I had a different case, but this is my new container. This is a hide and drink leather little coin pouch that I got off Amazon with an exo tack zipper pull. It's got the fire cord on the inside, and we can go ahead and we'll go through this real quick, get all this stuff out of the way. So first of all, we have a ferro rod and a ceramic blade. From both of these are from Wazzy Survival, and then I created the lanyard using the micro cord. So this ferro rod's pretty thick for being so small, which means lots of fire. And then you get the dual functionality of the ceramic blade, striker, and a blade. Next here we have a little, this is my Tindy roll idea. Basically a Wazzy Survival, if I can open this, pretty tight. Wazzy Survival wax tinder tab with the foil. So foil can be used for a lot of different things, including helping to redirect sparks onto the tinder. You can cut the tinder up for multiple fires. Good to have fire capability. Next here we have a Vargo titanium whistle with the lanyard. So good to be able to signal if you're stuck somewhere and need help. I'm just going to kind of, not in any particular order here. There's about a foot of Gorilla Tape wrapped up, flat folded. Multiple uses for that in a survival situation. Wazzy Survival water reservoir. So these been showcased on my other videos a lot. 1 liter reservoir can be used to purify water, as well as you can actually use this to boil water as well. 2 of these Aqua, or 4 total of these Aqua tabs. So these purify 0.75 liters of water. So I would just fill this 3/4 of it away full, and then drop one of these in, let it stand for 4 hours, purify water. Very important. These are little floss singles. It's basically 20 inches of dental floss. You can tie these together, or you can use one, which is why I included these, to tie around the top of the bag to let the water purification tabs go to work. Little paper clip, fold the inside around into a hook just to add some functionality to it, and then large safety pin, multiple uses. And lastly, $40 cash. Oh, not lastly. This is a sear compass from CountyCom. Dry compass, won't freeze. So that's my little keychain survival kit. Really low profile, has a lot of functionality if you're in a bad spot, and all you have is your keys. Obviously, you got the light on the keys, and then you can makeshift the blade on here for cutting things as well. But anyway, that's my EDC system. Hope you liked it, and like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.